Tell me, Eric, how old were you when you were diagnosed with muscular dystrophy?
1.5.
Since Erik has lost most of his movement himself, his own movement, anything that would take movement he needs help doing. Peripheral equipment would include a battery charger we have one battery charger for the chair, one for the auxiliary battery for the portable vent, plus we charge the portable vent before we go. So 3 things have to be fully charged before he can go anywhere.
Who provides those services to you, Eric?
IV, Cedar Valley Mobility, JVA.
Well, he was in bed for 2 weeks at one point. It was the wheelchair before this one, but it took that long to get the parts to fix the chair, so he literally had to stay in bed. Or if the van breaks down, he can't go anywhere. The supplies mostly from Hy-Vee Home Medical.
Okay.
Yeah. The wheelchair is from JVA, and the van and ceiling lift are from Cedar Valley Mobility. We've actually had to have them in the middle of the night before, when the BiPAP quit working at one point.
So they provide 24/7 service?
Well, and just recently, Erik got a new BiPAP that required different settings. That anytime you get breathing apparatus, there's always tweaking that needs to be done. And the respiratory therapist from Hy-Vee Home Med was out
Every day for a while.
every day for about a week. You can pick up the phone and call her, and say, hey, can you come out and look at this? And they'll get it within 24 hours if they don't have it in stock. I don't know what we'd do if we had to go out of town and actually order somewhere other than, right here.
Congress is passing some legislation that may eliminate some home care providers across the country. What would that mean to your quality of life?
It will probably shut us down. Wouldn't it?
It would shut
us down.
What does being able to go to the movies mean to you, Eric?
It's pretty much there's not very many things that can do.
This is his ventilator. In order to put that on the wheelchair, he would have to have a tray that sticks out about yay so far behind the chair, which would eliminate his ability, A, to get around some of the corners, and B, to recline and tilt
He couldn't fit in the van either.
in his chair. And he couldn't fit in the van either. Without the portable vent, he's in this room. Period. Now, this is 40 pounds, by the way. This is the portable vent, that's all right, Cindy, which was plugged in charging. This is about 14 pounds, maybe 18. This hangs on the back of his chair, and he can go anywhere he wants to without the equipment. Erik is in the bed, period. And without somebody local to service it when we need to. If we had to wait for somebody to make an appointment with somebody in Des Moines, who knows what would happen. It's ludicrous.
So they play a big part.
Huge part. Huge.
It'd just be like 20 years ago when they kept people like Erik at home. They never went out in public because they didn't have the vans, they didn't have the lifts, they didn't have the equipment. In fact, people with what he has wouldn't have lived as long as he has because they didn't do the ventilators and the BiPAP back then for these guys. So this medical equipment actually means life for him and freedom. As much freedom as he can have and independence.
So if you wanted to tell Congress one thing and they said, Eric, we unfortunately are going to cut the funding for wheelchairs and equipment and eliminate businesses, what would you want to tell them? Plain and simple.
plain and simple, they need to understand that we don't have throwaway people in this society.
Might as well just shoot us now because he wouldn't be able to do anything.
So don't do it.
Don't do it.
That's right.
The elderly and the disabled are not the ones that they should take the funding from.
Help Erik by calling your senator today at 202-224-3121.